So lately it's become a topic of whether the Republicans or the Democrats believe more in free speech. And I think there's actually a very illustrative example here, which is that Democrats and Republicans believe in two different kinds of free speech. Democrats believe in free speech that involves challenging authority figures, which is something that Republicans very clearly have a problem with because anybody they put in a position of power, they're just like, oh, they totally get behind them on everything because they use that person as a figurehead for their own values. And they say, once Trump is in power, it's like, now you represent me personally. And if you're wrong, then that means that I'm wrong. And they can't be wrong in their worlds. It's not permitted because they're standing on a very thin platform that is poorly composed to begin with. They are not willing to look at the fact that they don't know what they're talking about, and they're not interested in filling out their worldview. Instead, what they want to do is just reinforce their sense of being correct, of having picked the right point of view on a subject, because that's the only way they can be right about something. Because generally, Republicans are like not super pro-education. They didn't form their views based on this profound searching into the world for understanding. They formed their views based on reactivity, often based on fear, and generally based on just propping up their own personal view as this kind of superior, correct thing above everybody else in the world. And then so when they look at the Democrats, that's what they see, is they see other people doing that same thing, propping up their sense of rightness and correctness. And so it becomes this battle of this sense of rightness and correctness. But that's not really what's going on generally with the Democrats. Generally with the Democrats, that viewpoint comes from an amalgamation of many, 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 many different perspectives and forces in the world, of the acceptance of a person's individuality, of an acceptance of other people for who they are, and seeing a lack of acceptance of that coming from the right, and then sort of responding to that by rightly understanding that the political right is incorrect. Like, it is shocking how much the two party sides in America really break down. Some people will say, they have this false equivalency where they go, the two parties are the same, but really, it's the Jedi versus the Sith, and the Republicans are the Dark Lords.